Hello everyone, I'd like to bring you a message via video with what's happening in the church at the moment. I think everybody is well aware that we have a global pandemic on our hands and we need to be very careful if we meet together, and we also may need to look at doing things a bit differently in the future because possibly our meetings may actually have to shut down altogether, which would be really sad. So we wouldn't be meeting on Sunday. But I want to just update you with the sorts of things that might be happening. If for whatever reason the church has to close for Sunday meetings, that will also mean that any other meetings here on this site will pretty much be closed as well. I think we might still be able to meet for prayer meetings. I certainly hope so. And have corporate meetings, but even that may be difficult if we're forced to close down, because we need to minimise possible sources of contamination. So that could mean that there are no actual activities on the site at all. Hope it doesn't come to that, but if it does, we need to be prepared. So on Sunday, the 22nd of March, if you were there, you will recall that the people present were given a sheet which outlined a number of things that we are doing at the moment, and namely in relation to morning tea, communion and offering, etc. Basically, we have to minimise any points of contact and things that we share, because that reduces the likelihood of contamination. But that's only really an issue, of course, if we continue to meet. We'll be using hand sanitizer, we'll be stressing sanitation and hygiene, and we'll be trying to keep everyone safe as much as we can. Morning tea will be nothing more than just a cup of tea or coffee, unfortunately, because we all enjoy our morning teas very much. Looking ahead though, things like pastoral visits. Now, obviously, in the spirit of keeping safe, pastoral visits will be minimised, but that doesn't mean that if you have a need that myself or someone else can't come. So please be aware of that. Contact us if you need us for any pastoral needs. And that includes care packages, or if you perhaps just need someone to take you to the bank or to the supermarket or to pay bills or whatever, we can still help there. And I think it's a really good time to use the telephone and email and keep in touch in every way that we can, because it's obviously very safe to use those things, or text messages, of course. But I think we do need to be vigilant in keeping in touch, because here at Hoon, we're really good at doing that anyway. And it's unfortunate that we have to minimise or reduce or eliminate contact in terms of presence and proximity, but we can certainly keep in touch with those other ways. If the church is required to close and we can't hold Sunday services, then we will be in touch with you. We will ring you, we will email you. Shiloh and myself will have all those bases covered. And we would only do so, of course, under extreme pressure. And if that happens, then we will need to look at other ways of communicating and keeping in touch. I've mentioned about the phone and email, but in terms of input, Christian teaching and encouragement and so forth, I would perhaps do a video message which we can put on our website. Please keep an eye on the website, by the way, because that's up and running now and there's a lot of good information there. I can do extensions of the weekly teaching notes. I could do summarized teaching, and we can deliver that to you in hard copy if we needed to, or if you wanted that, because not everybody has email facility, of course. It may just be that if there's a summary of a teaching, that we can email that out to people who have internet connection. The last thing I want to say is I really do encourage you all to pray. Keep in touch. pray for each other, pray for our nation, pray for the world at this time. This is unprecedented, extraordinary conditions, and we need to continue being faithfully God's people. We need to show love to neighbour and, of course, to each other, and we need to make every effort to keep in touch and be encouragers. So please keep praying. Prepare yourself well for any changes that may come from the Ministry of Health or some other government agency. And please remember to keep safe by practicing safe hygiene and hand washing and things like that. And there is an 0800 Healthline number, which is 0800 358 5453 if you need any professional help. And of course, there'll also be your GP and other health professionals that you know of, your pharmacy and nurses, etc. So please keep safe. God bless, and we will be back in touch later. Thanks.